Hello, Internet! Welcome to Your Mom's Theory, the show where the roses are red and Bonnie is blue, not the animatronic, and your mom turns one mistake into 22. Today we're going to be discussing a rather overlooked topic, a topic that nobody else would ever talk about how Milton Waddams caused the FNAF 3 fires. For those who don't know ball, Milton's from a movie called Office Space. You should go watch it. It's absolute cinema. Now, without further ado, grab your red swing line staplers, and let's get into the theory. Now it's clear that Milton has a history of arson. When it comes to cooking nightmarish jobs, Milton would be Gordon Ramsay. We know that at the end of Office Space, Milton sets the building on fire. And Fazbear's Frights gives the same vibe that Initech gave off. Dry, diluted, boring atmospheres, endless gray hallways, and annoying tasks. It's exactly the atmosphere that caused Milton to suddenly snap at the end of the movie. So there is no doubt that there would be a clear motive behind buildings that gives the feelings like there is no end to the stress of the troubles of your work environment. So it's clear that there's a pattern between Milton and his strategies and motives. After the building burns down and who's beaten the game, you get the newspaper ending. Yay! Which shows a newspaper clipping telling the player that the building has burned down, and I quote from the game, "Authorities have not ruled out foul play, but at the moment it seems to have been caused by faulty wiring," which means that arson is still a possibility, but it isn't suspected. Just like at the end of Office Space, where the only one who knows the true cause of the fire is the main character, Peter Gibbons, who sees Milton shuffling away after witnessing the fire consume the Initech building. Nobody would suspect the people or person inside. That's why they would blame the systems, because everything was perfectly fine until fire caught. It's the same thing with Initech. Everything was running, operating, workers were working, everything was fine until Milton came. He was quiet, weird, and an oddball, so nobody would suspect him or a person working. It was foolproof. Now we've brought up the topic of arson before, but now we're in full focus. In the newspaper ending screen, it says very little at the scene was found, which makes sense why there was no culprit caught in the act of arson. Milton falls perfect into a quote-unquote sense of invisibility, and he falls under the radar so perfectly, nobody thinks he's there or ever was, which is why it would make sense why there was nobody that was caught after the Fazbear Frights burning. And why was there almost nothing left? It's exactly like the end of Office Space, where Peter and Lawrence were at the burnt ruins of Initech, and all that remains is ashes and remnants of old computers. Heh? See what I did there? I should be quiet and keep going? Okay. Anyways, Milton is easily forgotten about. In Office Space, there's a scene where consultants are talking with lead boss Bill Lumberg about Milton not being a current employee. And I quote, "He was apparently laid off 5 years ago, but nobody ever told him," in the movie Office Space. In summary, Milton has a direct motive and path with arson, foul play is suspected in the final cause of the Fazbear's Frights fire, and no culprit or person is found or arrested at the scene. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. It truly helps me and my channel out so much. Big thanks, and I'm for here and forever. Thank you so much. Eddie.